here's our heart again, but I've cut it open so we can see some stuff on the inside. And so this was our right ventricle. So I came up through here and I cut down the vena cava. And then when we open it up, that allows us to see the right atrium and the right ventricle. So up here where it's kind of like wiggly in there, that is the auricle, or like the top part of the ventricle. All of these strings right here are the heart strings, which makes these little flaps part of the mitral valve. So there's some flaps. Oops, I said mitral, but it's tricuspid. There's another flap. There's another flap. And then down here is our ventricle. So I'll try to hold it all on one side and not move it for you. So up here's the atrium. There I see the heart string, so I know that's the valve, and that means this must be the ventricle. So we close it in together. That's the ventricle. This is the atrium. Open her back up, same thing on the other side. Here is our atrium with the little auricle. There's our valve, and then there's our ventricle. And then if I stick my finger up here, like coming out of the right ventricle, I should get the pulmonary artery. And, haha, okay, you can't see it, but my fingers are touching in there. So here's the pulmonary artery, and there is it going up in there. Maybe I'll try with the pencil really quick, just so you guys can see that. So coming up from the right ventricle, and then out pulmonary artery, and going to the lungs. All right. And then, so our other side, the left, I can instantly tell this is the left because it's so much thicker. But we have the same thing where we have the atria on top, a little bit of our auricle right there. And then look at all those beautiful heartstrings. This is the mitral or the bicuspid valve. And then down here is the ventricle. So our most muscular chamber, look how thick that is, because one pump of this heart has to get the blood out to our entire body. Here's the chordae tendineae, the heartstrings, and like there's a little flap of the valve, there's a little flap, little one right in there. And then coming out of the left ventricle, we should be able to find the aorta. Haha! Can you see my finger?
Oh, yeah.
And I'll try it with the pencil for you guys. So blood would be going the opposite way of what I'm putting the pencil in right now. Oh, didn't stick it in the aorta. There we go. So blood going up through the aorta and out to the rest of the body. And that's our heart.